was my actual first symptoms was a bit, I thought, a bit unusual. It was actually like this really weird, like salty taste in my mouth. At first I thought I was like ill. So it's like you just like take a test, rule it out, and that's why I don't have like actually taking the pregnancy test and finding out recorded, because it was a little bit of a shock. Can't lie. But yeah, I just really wanted to make this video and kind of document the pregnancy. It's something I wish I'd done with my other children. So yeah, my symptoms, morning sickness is always big in my pregnancies. My first pregnancy, it was my first, so I didn't know about like anti-sickness tablets or anything really that could help you. And I remember I was sick like right up until I was about 6 months pregnant, and it was pretty much the same for my second pregnancy. I throw up like 4 or 5 times a day until I was about 5 months pregnant, which is not fun, obviously. So when I was pregnant with Phoebe, I was still working at the time, and obviously I needed to function. So I actually found out about sickness tablets and things like that from watching YouTube videos of other women who were pregnant around the same time as me. And I went to the doctor, made a doctor's appointment, explained everything, and they gave me Cyclozyme, which have become my new best friend. So I had that with my third pregnancy, so when I was pregnant with Phoebe, who is my 14-month-old. And they're just amazing tablets, and I was prescribed them again quite early on in my pregnancy. I was about 7 weeks pregnant, and my sickness had gotten to the point where I was like being sick like every hour. I couldn't keep water down and things. So I didn't have like, I know there's another illness that you can get in pregnancy, HG or something. I didn't actually have that, but they prescribed me Cyclozyme again. And the doctor I seen, she was amazing, and she actually gave me enough to last until like the amount of time roughly. So for me personally, I'm sick until about 5 or 6 months of pregnancy. That's just how my body handles pregnancy for whatever reason. And so she gave me enough of the tablets to be able to last up until then, which was amazing. Because when I was first prescribed them, because you're pregnant, they don't like to give you like a big prescription of things. But then after she like gone through my history and everything, she decided to give me like the bigger batch, which was amazing. So I highly recommend anti-sickness medication. It will not harm your baby, and if you're a working mum, you have other children, you need to be able to function. And it's not the same for everybody, the sickness. Some ladies, they just have the nausea, they don't actually be sick. But for me personally, it's basically life consuming, so having those sickness tablets means that I can function, because I do have 3 other children to look after and everything like that. So yeah, they've been absolutely amazing. I am still sick with them because you can take up to 3 in 24 hours, but they have to be 8 hours apart. So say I take one at 8 in the morning, I would then take one about 4 p.m, but then the next one would be due like 3 o'clock in the morning, which I don't take. So I think by the time it's like the next morning, when I feel sick a little bit again, it's worn off a little bit, but it's nowhere near as bad as it would be without them. So I definitely highly recommend them. And they don't have like major side effects, like never experienced side effects with them. So yeah, but I highly recommend them. If you are suffering from suffer, go to the doctor. That's what they're there for. Sorry about that, I had to quickly let my dog. So yeah, so that's like the first major symptoms I've had for the first trimester. I've also had like bloating, very sore boobs, constipation, sometimes. But the first trimester, it was quite harsh. I definitely feel like I wasn't in survival mode, but I did struggle to like, have like a 1-year-old and be pregnant, and I still have to carry on. You still have to carry on doing everything. It's not when you have your first and you can just focus on your pregnancy. You still have to go get on, and you still have to do things. We still needed washing, we still needed, dishes done, things like that. So I thought I would show you something. So this is a little scan photo. This is our first little scan picture. There is the little one. So that's our first little scan photo. Isn't that sweet? Also wanted to show you guys this. So I actually had the same one for my pregnancy with Phoebe. And it's just like a little pouch, like a felt pouch to put your notes in. but you can actually put like a personalised picture, and you can have like whatever written on there you want. I just thought that was really cute, so this is why I like carry my notes around in. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you that guy. So yeah, I had this off Amazon. It's not very expensive. Just thought I'd sit down, finally, and have a little chit chat with you guys, have a catch up. So since my pregnancy announcement, I haven't really like talked about pregnancy that much and everything like that. So the little one is due in February. I've got my amazing tablets. I feel like I'm actually really enjoying my pregnancy. I definitely feel like my first 2 pregnancies, like the beginning stages, even though, you know, like my first, it was amazing, do you know what I mean, that I was pregnant, but it's very hard to like function as human and enjoy it when you are that sick. It's like it becomes everything you think about almost. And I'm sure you ladies out there that have had like a really bad morning sickness, you know, in your pregnancy, you can relate that it is like all consuming. And you know, I just wanted to put it out there that if you need help, go ask for it. But yeah, I would highly recommend cycles. I really wanted to share them. There are different types of pregnancy, like, you know, anti-sickness medication you can get that is obviously safe to take while you're pregnant. There's a few different ones that they can try. So even if you try one, you know, you can go back and have different ones, which I didn't even know about them until, like I said, I was pregnant with my 3rd child. So yeah, I just wanted to, you know, mention them because I think it's really important to be able to like function, you know. We all have very busy lives. If you have other children, if you're working, I mean, I know when I was pregnant with my 3rd, getting time off all the time, it just wasn't an option. You know, you still have to go into work, you know what I mean? And I think sometimes pregnant ladies, you just expect to get on with it. Where, you know, if you are being that sick, you know what I mean, it's hard. And it's okay to say it's hard. I think it is anyway. I think it's good to like be honest about how you feel. I think there's a lot of pressure on women these days to be like perfect mum. I think, you know, Instagram and social media can be amazing, but it can also be a little bit negative, and it just shows you the best. It doesn't, you know, no one likes to talk about the other side, which I think is actually quite important because, you know, through motherhood, being pregnant, there are hard things as well as like the amazing side of it too. I just think it'd be lovely to look back on these videos when, you know, this little one is like 17 or 18 or wherever, and just, you know, and just be able to look back, wow, would be an amazing thing. So on the plus side, my fingernails are becoming very, very strong, which is nice. And I do feel like my hair is thicker too, which is lovely. The more pregnancies I had, the faster I've shown. Like when I was pregnant with Phoebe, you could literally tell really early on, it was crazy. And then like this pregnancy, it's pretty much been the same. And I was like, So here is my pregnant bum, which, I don't know, I feel like that looks humongous. I don't know if it's because I'm wearing like these trousers. But yeah, it is quite, I think that's quite big. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. So I think what I'm going to do is another update for the 2nd trimester. So in that video I'll also be doing the baby's gender reveal and letting you guys know if this is a boy or a girl, because we will definitely be finding out. I personally prefer to find out. I think it's like, makes it easier to like be organised, and I just couldn't wait basically. I've only got girls though, so I haven't had a boy, so maybe if I had boys and girls I'd be more likely to have like a surprise gender, but I'm just one of those impatient people. So maybe you guys can leave a comment to let me know if you think it's going to be a girl or a boy. I personally think I would love to have a son, and I'm not ashamed to say it. We've already got 3 girls and I've got a stepdaughter, so it would be nice to have a boy. Obviously I'm happy if as long as the baby's healthy, but I think it's okay to say that it would be nice to have a boy. I mean, you know, I'm happy to put that out there. But I thought you guys could comment down below, let me know what you think the one's going to be, and then we can see if you're right or not when the time comes. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Apologies if it's like very unorganised. I'm in my pyjamas, haven't taken my makeup off yet though. Had a nice relaxing bath, put my pyjamas on, shoved my hair in a clip, which it basically lives in. But I do have a little bit of makeup on because, like I said, we spent all day in my daughter's college, so I want to look half presentable. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day, and I will be back very soon with some more pregnancy content. And for those of you who maybe, this is the first video you're watching, I have quite a lot of different content: cleaning, days in the life, I do food shopping hauls, shopping in general, and all that, like baby and toddler videos, family dinners, all that type of stuff, everything mum life basically. So if that's what you're interested in, then hopefully you will enjoy the content and you'll stick around. But anyways, enough rambling for me. I'm going to take all this makeup off now, eat a chocolate bar, and lazy pat on the sofa for half an hour before I go to bed myself and have some peace and quiet. So have a lovely day or evening, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.